where we gone now? Right, let's have a look. So, new Thomas and Friends DLC. What we got? Start journey through. Let's have. Thomas's arrival. Right,
Thomas's arrival. It was a warm summer's evening on the West Somerset Railway, and Thomas the Tank Engine was waiting at Dunster Station. He and Sir Topham Hatt had been invited to visit the railway and were on their way to Minehead for a big welcome. "I can't wait to get to Minehead Station and meet everyone," said Thomas excitedly.
Right, that's all working good.
You
So
had
it's
a friend
all
that
good.
worked on this railway, didn't you, sir? "Yes, Thomas, I have," replied Sir Topham Hatt. "Mr. Peters and I have been friends for a long time, and I'm sure you'll get to meet him once we reach Minehead. And I know he's very keen to finally meet you, especially after I told him."
Right, I've
how
not done a
useful
live
you
stream
are.
in literally like 2 years, so this could be terrible.
"Thank you, sir,"
So long.
laughed Thomas proudly. "Although I do hope my branch line back on Sodor will be all right without me. I'm sure my passengers will miss their regular train rides." "I'm sure your passengers will be fine, Thomas. There's no need to worry about your branch line," chuckled Sir Topham Hatt. "I've arranged for Percy and Toby to look after it while you're away. Bertie said he'll lend a hand too."
See, the first thing with this as well, obviously when they
Thomas
announced the
smiled,
DLC,
thinking about
everyone's
his
worrying about
friends
what the
back
face would
home.
look like. See, that's like perfect.
"Right then,"
This is
he
the
continued,
type of game that everyone
"let's
wanted.
get going. We don't want to keep everyone
I
waiting."
think they've done pretty well.
And with that, Sir Topham Hatt walked down the platform and climbed aboard Annie. "Yes, sir," peeped Thomas.
Jamie from Train Sim
"Minehead,
World!
here we come."
Do you know what? I've only just played it. Like I said, I've not done a live stream for so long. But I've only just put it on. But I tried it for a couple of minutes just to see what I'm doing before going on here. But yeah, it's good. It's like I said, like you guys have literally done what everyone wanted it to look like. Is there going to be a point though where it has like the option to have the normal controls? Because I'm not going to lie, this is a bit... I know it's been made a bit easier to control, but if there's an option to have the classic or the normal or the new, that'd be pretty cool. But yeah, really good game. I mean, look at his face. That is literally what everyone wanted.
"I wonder what kind of jobs I'll get to do here," wondered Thomas. "I do hope we get there
The
soon.
cab as well. I mean,
Can't wait
it's
to
just
get
class,
started."
isn't it? Literally just class. We need more characters. That's what we need. We need
Will be
more
nice to
characters.
finally arrive.
I know they'll hopefully
Said
eventually
Annie
come, but yeah,
sweetly.
we need more
"I
characters.
don't know about you, Clarabelle, but I'm rather looking forward to a nice long rest after our long journey here."
Right, let's go up to 25.
"Yes, Annie, it'll be nice to finally rest my wheels for the night. You should get some rest too, Thomas.
So if
You don't
I'm
want to be
right,
tired
you can get up to
tomorrow, do you?"
speed, and then it'll just go at that speed.
But I'm too excited. There's going to be
Yeah,
a
it's very, very
party
good.
tomorrow night.
I've
Welcome
played
to the
like
railway.
Train Sim on and off
And I want to make
for a
good
few years, but yeah, I haven't done a live stream on this channel
everyone
with
that
Train Sim
I'm a
since
really
like Train
useful
Sim
engine.
3.
Especially as we
But
come
yeah,
all
this is
way.
very, very good. Just to look at it, you can see this is...
Sympathised, Annie.
It's just been done wow.
But as Clarabelle
It's just
said,
good.
You don't want to end up being tired and
I saw so many things of people worrying how it will all look, but it looks just how everyone wants it to look. It doesn't. No one wants it to look like all engines go, do they? Let's be honest.
Help but be tired too.
Hi, Flying Fox. You alright? Welcome to the live stream.
Like we're not the only
My
ones
first one in
who need to
years,
rest
so if
their
it's
wheels.
terrible, I apologise.
Laughed Clarabelle. "Well, I suppose I am a little tired," he said wearily. "And a good night's rest would be
This is
nice
like
before we
everyone's
start work in the morning."
Childhood dream to drive Thomas the Tank Engine, and now we finally have a game where we can actually do
their
it.
journey towards Minehead.
Unreal.
It wasn't long before they were nearing the station.
If you look at it as well, I mean, compared to the Bachmann G-scale I've got, that is literally, that's bang on. That's what we want. Right, how long have we got? 0.9 miles. Thank you very much, appreciate that. But are you going to get more trains released in the future? Please let us know. I'm praying there will be. Yeah, that's what I normally put on this channel, is just the models. But obviously this is Thomas and Friends, right? So it's got to be on it. So hopefully I manage to get a few live streams in on this over the coming weeks, months, whatever. That's what everyone wants as well, isn't it? The Thomas whistle. There's even people I saw like worrying that they weren't going to put the proper whistle on it, but yeah, perfect, absolutely perfect. And the eye movement as well. I didn't expect the eye movement when the trailers were dropping. That's one thing I really didn't think would be in it. Right, 800 yards. I've not done braking on this with this Thomas yet, so this could be interesting. With the normal steam locos, I'll probably be braking by now. We'll let them just roll. Probably quite sensitive, I'd imagine. That's 600. Have you played it yet, Flying Fox? Oh god, speeding. What's that hill, is it? There we go. Have these got faces on? Not troubles on the trucks, are they? Oh god, I'm going too slow. Oh god, these controls. We'll get there eventually. Take a little bit of getting used to, won't it? Like anything. Scale-wise as well, that's probably about right to what the G-scale models look like on the layout, as in like the size difference from Thomas to Annie and Clarabelle. Hopefully in the future as well there will be a Sodor like route released. That would be unreal. That would be ridiculously popular. We spot a troublesome truck. So much better than I can manage to do on the custom liveries. Can you really? Right, okay, I'm going to have to play around with it a bit more. I was tempted to just go straight in with a free roam, but thought I'd go through this story first. But yeah, I'll definitely have a play around with it all. But yeah, it looks really good so far. When do we have to break? How sensitive is the braking? So it's not that bad then. Not too sensitive.
As Thomas's train
I do like the
pulled into
narration as well. I
station,
didn't expect it to be,
he
have a
looked
narration on
around
top.
and noticed a smartly dressed man standing on the platform. He wondered if this was Sir Topham Hatt's friend, when the man stepped forward and introduced himself.
Mr.
Hello,
Peters.
and welcome to the West Somerset Railway. You must be Thomas, the famous tank engine I've heard all about. It's great to finally meet you. My name is Mr.
Yeah,
Peters,
it's really good.
I must say it's a
It's just like I was saying, it's like everyone around my age, probably, and younger,
Thank you,
everyone's
sir.
been wanting a
Look,
Thomas and
Thomas,
Friends game for what?
I'm
Years and
excited
years.
that we have
The
been
fact
given
that
the
Train
chance
Sim
to
have
come and
got
visit your railway,
the license
and I can't
from
wait
Mattel to
get
do this
started.
is just, yeah, opens up so many possibilities for you guys
That's
now.
what I like to hear, said Mr. Peters. Sir Topham tells me you're a very hard-working engine, so I'm looking forward to working with
The
you.
amount of DLC you
sure
could have is
that you
unreal.
And all our visitors
And if you
have
do,
a
I will
great
be buying
time
all
at
of
the
it.
party tomorrow night. Just then, Sir Topham Hatt walked up. He greeted his friend warmly and started telling him all about Thomas. Thomas is one of the most useful engines I know, and I'm sure he'll prove to be
Can't
a
wait to
credit
use
to
Diesel
your
on this as
railway.
well.
That's wonderful to hear, replied Mr. Peters. I'm sure that Thomas and I will get on splendidly.
The amount of videos and things that will come out of the free roam.
Mr. Peters smiled and turned to the crowd of passengers.
Next story for Diesel.
Ladies and gentlemen, I would like you all to give a warm welcome to our
But then after that,
visitors
who is
from
it?
the
It's got to
island
have,
of
like, I
Sodor.
don't know, James,
Sir
Percy,
Topham Hatt, Thomas,
all of them,
and
just
his
all of
loyal
them.
coaches, Annie and
in one massive
Clarabelle.
DLC hit. That'd be perfect.
Everyone clapped and cheered, and Thomas looked on, feeling very proud. But no one noticed that a familiar diesel engine
course.
was watching them from afar.
So we got gold for that. Right, let's continue. Right, here we go. Devious Diesel.
The Devious Diesel.
Right, what's he going to
Early
get
the
to?
next morning, Diesel crept into the station. He looked to see if anyone was around and saw that Thomas was sitting outside the shed dozing. He also noticed that Annie and Clarabelle were sleeping too. And an idea came to him.
I wonder what that idea was.
What a good idea, Diesel thought to himself. If I
There's got to be a
shout out
crash in
facts
this story
front of
coming up.
him,
Surely
then
there's got
Thomas
to be.
will have to spend even more time
There must be a
getting them
crash.
back. Thomas won't be a really useful engine if he's late. And on his first day, too. Chuckled Diesel deviously.
That's still one model,
Must be
model in
careful
G-Scale I
not
need to get as
wake
Diesel.
him, though.
Got most of them, but not Diesel. Right, what we got to do here? Stop there. Okay. Got the speeding again. Oh jeez. There we go. These controls do take a little bit getting used to, don't they? Compared to the normal train sim. Let's have a look at this cab. Is there any stickers running around? No. What's up now? cyclist. Yeah, I fully expected the eyes to just be purely static. Even though they're only moving a little bit, it's just to add something to it, I think. Right, so now it's got to be the reverse. Use that, yeah. Formation, right. So normally, obviously, you'd have to go put the backwards and forwards reverser on, but no need here. Oh god. I wasn't looking! No! I wasn't looking! Oops. Let's try that again. Oh, classic mistake. That's what you don't want to do.
The Devious Diesel. Early the next morning, Diesel crept
That's a
into
massive
the station.
fail.
He looked to see if anyone was around and saw that Thomas was sitting outside the shed dozing. He also noticed that Annie and Clarabelle were sleeping too. And an idea came to him. What a good idea, Diesel thought to himself. If I shunt those trucks in front of them, then Thomas would have to spend even more time getting them back. Thomas won't be a really useful engine if he's late. And on his first day, too. Chuckled Diesel deviously. I must be careful not to wake him, though.
Right, here we go. Let's try that again. Take two. Gotta be careful not to wake him, just doing the horn everywhere. Right, we're doing this a bit better this time. Get a bit faster. Let's not mess this up like last time though. Right, let's not go through the red light this time. It's very clearly a red light and I completely missed it a minute ago. So we won't be doing that again. We will wait. Then we will go. Oh god. It's still showing red on the top right. But it's flashing green. Oh god. Can we go? Can we not go? It shows red on the distance bit on the top right. It's showing red there. If I go, am I going to set it off? Might just wait a minute. Right, let's just trust it. You can go, it's all good. Yeah, that's fine. Right, so what we're going to do with these trucks? What's that like? That's the culprit. I do like those box fans. I like all of it, to be honest. It's really good. I'm gonna have to slow down in a second. Just don't know how sensitive this will be to crashing. Too bad. Right, so we're already hooked up now. We ain't got to actually manually do it. Right, okay. Let's try this. Ooh, wrong way. Still getting used to the controls. Oh, we are hooked up. Perfect. Right, back to that signal again. Their eyes move as well, I like that. Bike again. Right, a little bit more speed. Right, let's try and stop it right on the perfect bit. Pretty good. Happy with that. Right, now we've got to go forward again. Right, it's a red light again, so we're not doing that. Right, now it's green. Right, so I think we're going to go block him in or something. There's got to be a crash here where it all goes wrong and just goes straight into Thomas, surely. Something's got to happen. Something with a crash will happen. This is Thomas and friends, come on. It'll do it at some point. Speed up a little bit. Not too much, mind. Right, there we go. Right, uncover him, okay. Can do that. Shut the door. You can tell it's going to kick off in a minute, can't you? Oh god, I'm still expecting a massive crash somewhere in this to happen. Somewhere it's going to do it. Right, so that's pretty cool. You can still like do all the different headlights and things like you'd be able to on the normal DLC with all the different engines and whatnot. Yeah, no need to worry about reversers or anything like that. Just 2 buttons basically. But if you're used to normal trains, it can throw you a little bit. These traffic lights really want to catch you out, don't they? I've already fallen through it once. Right, off we go. Bit of cab view. Annie and Clarabelle are not going to be impressed by this, you can tell. Let's not ram them at 7 miles an hour. Right, back to the signal. Somehow they're still asleep. Well, that should wake him up, but does it? No. Fast asleep. Stop here. Right, wait for that traffic light again. Or signal light, not traffic light, I know what I mean. Let's go. A bit more speed. Need a wash on their roof, don't they? It's a bit dirty. Definitely need it clean. It's $29.99 if you've not got it already, or $19.99 if you've already got the West Cornwall Railway. God, and they went into the buffer zone. Almost. I'm still expecting a massive crash to happen though. Do you play Train Sim 5 normally? Because I play it like just casually. But I'll definitely be playing it a lot more now. Ah, right, gotcha. Wish I was in Australia. Jealous. We need some of the nice weather. Although today, to be fair, it is quite nice over here, which makes a change. We'll go backwards. God. Right, I was pushing the wrong button. Here we go. Right. What do you make of it though? What do you think of it? I think it looks pretty good. What route's your favourite route normally? So I quite like using the ones with any of the steam locos. Normally the crew one, I think it's the crew one. I've not played it properly for a fair while. I downloaded the Flying Scotsman as well, but then haven't got the Peterborough DLC. So can't do any scenarios. Have to go at some point. I'm hopeful that they'll do a Sode on that. That would be like the ultimate, wouldn't it? If you can drive like the Thomas and Friends locos around Sodor, that'd be like, I don't know, outrageous. Ah, okay. Do you reckon you'll get it eventually? Does it look better or worse than you thought it was going to look? So I'd have to say, for me, it looks way better. I didn't think the eyes would move. Thought it'd all look a bit, I don't know, just not as good as it does. But yeah, very impressed with it so far. We just need a crash on one of these stories, like on the old school classic season 1, 2, 3s. Let's stop. Yeah. We need something for it to crash into the Thomas. I planned this really badly as well. I was hoping to have the camera look so you could see that Thomas just on the side, but it just doesn't work. I ain't got a shaft behind me. Right, truck. Couple up to the Troxon trucks. Let's go. Inside the cab just looks like any other shunter though on the train sim. Thought it might be a little bit different, but probably might have, don't know, kitted it out to look like each engine or something. The Thomas cab's good though. Yeah, the diesel one's a bit plain. Speed up a little bit, yeah. The controls are still throwing me compared to a normal train sim. Because you haven't got to worry about anything apart from the 2 buttons, but yeah, it's throwing me a little bit. I do think the narration as well is a nice little touch that they've added. They've definitely put a lot of thought and effort into it. It's not like a quick get it out and make loads of money on it type attempt. It's decent. I'm in Melbourne right now. I've got a Batman 9F which I may post on. Oh, nice. Yeah, same with this. It all started years ago by getting that one Thomas, and this entire YouTube channel was just like grown from it. Me wanting to go back to, well, I suppose just be childish, I guess. But who doesn't love Thomas and Friends, right? Everyone does secretly, even if they won't admit it, they do. It's everyone's childhood, right? Oh God, slow down. Right, there we go. Compared to when we used Thomas in the first bit, this is quite a long, drawn-out story bit, isn't it? Something's got to happen. He's gonna. The trucks will like go flying into him or something. Something's got to happen. Because if anyone didn't catch it already, Thomas is asleep, and we've stolen Annie and Clara, moved them out of the way, and now go put the trucks in front of him to annoy him. And if anyone does what I did, on the first attempt of doing it, you'll go straight through a red light where you're not paying attention. That was me. The classics are the best, right? So I made that's like the inspiration for a couple of custom episodes that I put on my I've got uploaded on here. I used to love all the old ones when I was like really young. That's why with my my son, I'm going to make him watch them all eventually when he's a little bit older. He doesn't understand them at the moment. He's only like 16 months. When he's a bit older, he will. Then I'll show him the videos I've made on here and he'll be like, what were you doing, Dad? Who's your favourite Thomas character out of all of them? So I think I'd have to say mine would be probably, apart from Thomas obviously, probably Diesel 10. Ever since the first movie. Oh God, I'm going to miss this a bit again. Stop crash. Who's your second favourite? Start there. There we go. Now what? Stop at the side. Right, this is the traffic light that could catch everyone out again. Right, there we go. We can go. Let's turn this little lamp on. As it's still early morning. So early that Thomas is still asleep on here. And despite moving Annie and Clarabelle, they didn't wake up. They're still asleep too. What other little features have we got here that we can change? Doors locked. Can't do anything with that. Let's just try and speed up a little bit. Without going over the speed limit. Train Sim have released so much content recently. There's the Cardiff City route, because I used to go Cardiff a lot. My grandparents when I was little, so I wanted to get that, but where this came out like literally 2 days later, I had to get this instead. Definitely Gordon or Murdoch is the debate. I'd say out of those two, I'd have to go Gordon, I reckon. Just because he's a classic, isn't he? I've always wanted to get a Murdoch model, but the Hornby one's so expensive, I just can't. Not at the moment, anyway. Right, let's not mess this up right at the end. So, we want to stop. See, it's got to mean the front of the face there rather than diesel at the back. I'm just going to stop here. Oh god, no! That didn't go very well. That was nearly disaster. In fact, to me, that is look at that. That is disaster.
Let's see.
I wish they would, but I don't think they will, because it'll make the price of the Hornby one not plummet. Well, maybe plummet. I don't know. There's so many engines that I'd love either Batman or Hornby or whoever to make, but
Whispered to Annie and Clarabelle.
God, can we get up?
Sleep tight, ladies.
Oh, there we go.
And
That's
as
why it wouldn't let me
quietly
up.
as he could, Diesel scuttled away.
Oh, that was it. Right, let's do the next one. Right, continue journey. Confusion and delay.
Confusion and delay.
Oh, we got an achievement. 0.01%.
A few hours later, Thomas awoke, tired.
He does, doesn't he? This is what I was on about earlier on. I don't know if you're in the stream then or not, but when they first released this, people were worried what Thomas would look like. But he literally looks like you want him to look like. He looks like the model. Obviously, this has got a custom face on it.
Morning, Clarabelle.
But he looks exactly how you want him to look. He doesn't look like the all engines go.
There was no reply.
He looks like Thomas. It's just, yeah, this is what we all wanted.
Thomas looked over.
So yeah, it's a major thumbs up for how Thomas looks.
Were no longer beside him.
Absolutely.
Annie? Clarabelle? Where are you? He suddenly heard a chorus of voices from a nearby siding. Thomas! Bust my buffers, he cried. How did you get over there? Don't worry, I'm coming to get you.
Look at the inside of Thomas's cab. So good.
It looks like those troublesome
Literally
trucks
so
are
good.
still in the way. We need to move them before we can rescue Annie and Clarabelle.
And the eye movements as well, like I keep going on about. Just didn't expect it. I thought it was going to be completely static. So good. This is like every small child's dream, right? Driving around Thomas the Tank Engine. When Thomas looks frowny and clever, he can't change any facial expressions. No, just smiling. That'd be interesting actually if they do make him look angry and whatever on certain scenarios, rather than just constantly smiling. We'll see. A bit more speed. I'm not used to controlling the steam trains like this. I'm used to doing it on the other, well, the normal way that trains do it, but this is definitely easier if kids or whoever's never played train sim before. These controls to begin with are a lot easier. He's like a Strasbourg. Yeah. It's just good, isn't it? It's just really good. All the detail on it, it's just good. It's just how you want it to look. Can you imagine if it was the all engines go Thomas face? They've just done a very nice job. I don't think many people can, or anyone really can complain. I certainly won't be. Just, yeah, hoping they have more DLC. More characters, more scenarios, more everything. Yeah. Yeah, because when you see like the real life Thomas and Friends like Day Out with Thomas events, this is how you expect it to look, and they never do obviously because of the different locomotives, but this is how you'd expect it to look if you do a Day Out with Thomas event. Like we did one last year. Obviously it's just some random train with a Thomas face, but it didn't look completely like this. Right, couple up to the trucks. Oh god, we're going to do it again. No! Oof. Nearly went through the red light again then. Saved it, just. Nearly did it. Oh, speed it. There we go. Bit more speed, we're slowing down too much. It's a clever way for train sim as well. So obviously they get kids into the Thomas or whatever, or fans of Thomas who haven't played train sim in years, like me, properly anyway. And then it just gets you into the game again. Stress testing on the free roam just to see how fast it goes, etc. I was tempted to go straight into the free roam, but I thought I want to go see what the story mode's like first. What speed did they get him up to? I mean, it says 125 as max on the speedometer. Can't imagine it get near 125. Or maybe it will, I don't know. But yeah, there's so much room for like people to, I don't know, do custom episodes with like obviously the train sim trains or whatever. There's so much like room to explore with it now. It's brilliant, really. Yeah. If they had it like as in the proper season 1 and whatever with Ringo, that would be unreal.
You troublesome trucks
Still cool they've got the actual guy who does it now.
Confusion and delay.
Stop at the signal again. I'd imagine so, yeah. I mean, it's not far off. Like, literally, if you look at it though, like on the sideways angle, I mean, what differences does that have from the Bachmann? I mean, it's got the little ridges around here, aren't there? It's not got the little rail there. But really, it's pretty bang on. It's not bad, not far off. I was going to bring them all down, all the models I've got from the layout, but that'd be too many. Like I was saying, I need a shelf. If I had a shelf properly, I'd have them all on display behind me while playing this. That's what I wanted, but yeah. Where this is the first stream in so many years, need to sort it all out and perfect it, yeah. We'll get there eventually. They're going to make it gauge 1 scale, G scale. Yeah, all the gauge 1. That's is gauge 1 the same as O gauge? Can't remember. You see loads of like the original O gauge people making their own. Because Bachmann do a good job, but it's just the faces on the Bachmann ones that aren't always great. That's why my one's got a custom face on it. Need a bit more speed. Ah, right, okay, got ya. Right, let's slow it down a little bit. Can we get it perfect? Not bad, not bad. Stop at location, right. This traffic light just, or this signal, sorry, constantly wants to catch you out. Right, we can go now. There's been a lot of back and forth on this scenario. Yeah. This is another thing, like, when they announced it, people worrying about the faces, the sounds, the whistles. So they've got the current narrator, which is class. They've got the proper whistle, which is class. They've got a face that the eyes move. It looks how you want it to look. It's just really, really good. It's been really well done, I think. I've not explored enough of like everything else so far. But so far, what I have seen is very, 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 very good. Also, we'll know that people are going to... Oh, yeah, yeah, 100%. 100%. I mean, what people can do with the 3D printers and whatever now, anyway. But I just want them to release some more, eventually I'm sure they will, like more DLC, because I can't imagine this isn't going to sell loads. Have you got any routes, Flying Fox? See, it says 90 yards, but it's to Thomas, not to the truck. But then there's buffers right at the end. I think they should change that so that it's to the face of the truck rather than to Thomas, but there you go. Yeah, I'm on Xbox. 100% they will. I can't imagine they won't release more DLC. Now they've got like the license and whatever, they're going to go wild with it. They've got to.
The track is clear now, so we can go and
They've got to give
Annie
us
and
all like
Clarabelle.
Henry, James, Edward. They've got to. Right, do I have to get out to visit, do it or not? Oh no, we can do it like that. Stop at the signal again. Alright. Yeah, I've always played Train Sim on Xbox. Yeah, the scope for what people can do with this is like huge. The scope for what Train Sim themselves can do is huge. I haven't got any like ordered or anything at the moment, but I'm sure that I will do. Just trying to get more models at the moment for like G-Scale. I was half tempted about maybe getting rid of my OO layout, but I don't know. More of a fan of the G-Scale at the moment. But then I know I'll get rid of all the OO and then regret it and then try and get it back again, so there's probably no point, just leave it. Can't think of Train Simulator. Well, think of the old Train Simulator rap. Yeah. Do you know what? I don't even think I've seen that. Not that I can think off the top of my head anyway. Right, this has got to be the end of the scenario now. Unless they're going to make us go back to get Annie and Clarabelle, which it might do. Pretty good. Right, we do have to go back. Right, we're not getting caught out by this again too. I think the problem they'd have making a big Gordon would be just... I don't know. I have trouble with my G-Scale with like some of the carriages going around the corners. I think Gordon's just too big, but I know a few people who are trying to like make one custom. On like their 3D printers and whatnot. This guy that made dubstep videos for video games and for Train Sim, he starts with a fake rap. Might have to try and check that out. I don't think I would have actually seen that. If I see it, maybe it would like jog my memory, but don't think I am. Have they woken up yet? Because they were asleep earlier. They have woken up. I do like the inside of the Thomas cab as well. The diesel cab's just like a bit plain, but the Thomas one, that's how you'd expect it to look, isn't it? 2 AM? Oh wow, it's, what is it, like 6 minutes past 3 in the afternoon, yeah. Right, there we go. Oh, too short. There we go.
Hello, you two. It's good to see you're both okay. How did you get
Barney
here?
64 from 12 years ago. I'll have to have a look. I've no
We
idea
don't
if I've
know,
seen it or not
Thomas,
seen it.
cried Annie. Perhaps an engine from this railway put us here, thinking we were just ordinary coaches. That is strange, said Thomas, puzzled. Maybe it was by accident.
Yeah, by accident. Don't think so.
But we can't stand here all day, he added. We still have a lot to do before the special event tonight. And now we're running late, so we need to hurry.
Right, off we go again. They must have done, because it's what the Bachman ones looks like. It's got to be modelled on that, yeah. Full send it. I can't go this far in the scenario and then just fail it. We'll do it properly at the moment. But yeah, I will have to see how fast it does go on, like maybe the free roam. How to stop being late, full send. You're not wrong. But can you imagine, like, if they did release a if they did release the Soda DLC, like an actual route, Sodol route, that would be unreal. This is good enough for now, though. Just to have the actual trains on the south. Doesn't matter that it's on a real life route. It's just great to have them in the game. Yeah, they should do. I mean, it'd take a lot of work to obviously put that into a game like this, but I'd be shocked if they don't at least try to. Yeah, realistically, Diesel's engine is very loud. It would have woken him up. Basically, yeah. That's literally what it is, isn't it? And we're here for it. Absolutely. Right, that's got to be it now. What? That's still not it. It's quite long, isn't it? Alternate reality, they hear Diesel, yeah. That cab view through the window instantly made me think of that game. It's good, isn't it? But yeah, the Diesel cab's not like this at all. They've just left it like it's pretty bland. But I'm glad the Thomas one's at least got a bit of blue in them. They need to clean Annie and Clarabelle's roofs though. Look how dirty they are. Need a good wash. Diesel's cab is finally coming. All we need is a billboard along the side of the tracks that if you put up to whistle you can watch. Now that, could you imagine? That'd be outrageous. There must be loads of little like Easter eggs in this though somewhere. There's got to be. I'm sure people discover them over time, but there's got to be loads. There must be loads. I mean, there's no reason why they couldn't do anything like that, really, is there? they got the license to these models, they must have the license to, well, could get the license to clips from the show, why not? That would be super cool though.
Thomas arrived at the platform, and the passengers began to climb aboard Annie and Clarabelle. As he was waiting, Mr. Peters walked up and greeted him warmly.
Good old Mr. Peters.
Morning, Thomas. I hope you and your coaches are feeling well rested.
Yeah,
and
the theme
ready
being on
for
there is
work.
great. That is another thing that people are like, oh, will it be there, will it
Good
not?
morning, Mr. Peters, sir.
It's just good.
Smiled Thomas.
All of it's just good
We
so far.
certainly are, and we're looking forward to starting our journey.
The people are
I'm sorry
upset
we're
with this
running a
cover
little
because they
late
don't
this
realise
morning.
it's Tom Fan- Yeah,
That's all right, Thomas,
exactly.
said Mr. Peters kindly.
Because I mean, I've admitted
Just
that on
make
this
sure you
channel, I've
try and
not
make
done
up
a
for the
train
last
sim
time.
video, or live. I've not done a live stream, right, for probably like 2 years.
I'll try, sir.
But now that
But
Thomas and Friends is on train sim, I'll do way more live streams now,
Mr. Peters smiled.
just because it's Thomas and Friends. And that's basically the
That's
whole
everything,
channel
he
that I do is Thomas and
Our
Friends. Obviously,
passengers
normally with the
are our
models,
top
like the proper
priority
ones,
here
still
on
have
the
all those
Somerset
videos.
Railway,
But
we must
playing
do
a video game
everything
with
we
Thomas
can
too,
to
why not?
ensure that they all have a wonderful time.
But yeah, if there's DLC released, so many people will just be like, buy,
Don't
buy,
worry,
buy,
sir.
buy, buy.
We'll make sure
Which
they
obviously,
all
yeah,
have
like
a
say,
great
funds train
time.
sim. To then do even more content for the people who
That's what
love
I
the
like to
normal,
hear,
like,
continued Mr. Peters.
trains and whatnot. So it's a
Looks like
win-win,
you're
really.
almost ready to go. But I'll be sure to come and find you later and see how you're getting on.
Yeah, I can see how, like, the proper hardcore train sim fans saying, oh, it's
And with
childish,
that,
blah,
he
blah, blah.
turned
But
and walked away to
they'll
attend
play
to
it,
other
and then they'll
things.
secretly love it. They won't tell anyone they love it, but they will.
Thomas was still waiting for the last of the passengers to get on board, and he was eager to set off. Luckily, he didn't have to wait for long. It looks like everyone's on board, called
All
Clarabelle.
real-world trains are going to be paid for to be made because some fans are going to be...
We're
Yeah,
ready
exactly.
to go now,
Exactly.
Thomas, said Annie.
How many people, like, in all the DLC that Train Sim have done,
That's good, puffed Thomas.
if I had to
Let's
guess,
get going
I'd say the
and see
Thomas
if
and
we can
Friends
make
is going
up
to be
for
like
lost
popular,
time.
the most popular by far. I might be wrong, you know, I'm probably really biased, but I wouldn't be surprised if it's at least in the top 3 of their all-time best-selling content. They need to add them all. Then they need to add Toby, Oliver, Duck, Scruffy, Toad. Just so much. There's so much. Thomas fans say even real railways are now digital railways. Exactly. Can't argue with that, can you? Right, these are on the fireworks. Let's have a look at this.
Diesel
Give us
and
Neil.
the fireworks.
Yeah, as soon as this was announced, I was like, I have to get
Meanwhile,
it. There's no way I
Diesel
couldn't.
was thinking of more ways he could get Thomas into trouble. As he approached Willerton Station, he saw the station master talking to one of the passengers. He was telling them about the fireworks display to be held at the party later that night. Diesel kept listening until he suddenly noticed a particular line of trucks waiting in the siding. They were waiting for Thomas to collect them.
It's
and
pretty
take
jazzy,
them
isn't
to
it?
the
Firework
party.
trucks.
Diesel eyed the trucks with interest, and a devious idea came to him. If Mr. Peters thinks Thomas is so special, let's see how he feels when his precious fireworks train is misplaced, he said slyly to himself. So when the coast was clear, Diesel made his way over to the side.
What do you mean, Flying Fox? What do you mean?
And began to put his plan into action.
Right, what are we going to do? Stop over there. There's a red light again. Yeah, there's the inside of Diesel's cab. Like I said, it's just plain. Just very, very plain. Bit of blue there, but apart from that, it's just plain. This is going to speed up. I don't even watch the brand new Thomas and Friends. I'm so used to like just the old. Like, so I'm in my 30s, so I've been watching like series 1 to, I don't know actually, 1 to 6. I just had to search who Neil is. They need to put all the characters in there though, like Daisy. Diesel 10, that would be the one. If they put Diesel 10 in it, oh my god. Right, we've got another red signal here. If one thing catches me out on this game, it's always the signals. Always. Go green. Got speed and power. Can imagine Jeremy Clarkson saying that. Will it ever go green? Can we ever continue? I'd love to stop at the shed sirens if it wouldn't fail me for going forward. I'm just going to creep forward. What? But on the... Oh, we can. I'm sure it was red on there a minute ago on the top right. Am I losing it? I'm sure it was red on the top right. Must have changed. Either that or I'm just losing it completely. I can imagine there is, where it's all brand new. Is there any, do you watch a lot of train sim streams? Because there must be like a proper hardcore train sim streamer who's giving it a go. There must be. Oh, speed again. There we go. Yeah, I booked a half day off work just to play this. Wow, worth it. You can set direction and manual junctions by either setting them live on the map or by interacting with them on foot. Just interacting with foot. Just because we can. There we go. Right, let's couple onto those. Shut the door. Sit there. You can't have firework trucks and then not having a crash or something, can you? It's got to be like queuing it up for some sort of crash. It's got to be. Do it manually. Uncoupled vehicles. What? Oh. Not the window. Door. Right, so if we get do this. What ones does it want uncoupled? There. This can't be right what I'm doing now. Maybe it is. Can't imagine that is right. One thing I love about Diesel's model is that it's one of the first official models of a Class 08 in its original refurbished form. It's just a nice model in general, isn't it? All of them are. Get in the door. Oh. I don't get what it wants me to do. We've uncoupled it. Does it want all of them uncoupled? I doubt it. Might restart this. I think it's gone wrong. I know it's gone wrong. I'm going to restart this. Something's gone a bit weird there, I think. Unless I'm just being really, really silly. Which is possible.
Diesel and the fireworks.
But yeah, I messed that up a little bit.
Meanwhile, Diesel was thinking of more ways he could get Thomas into trouble. As he approached Willerton Station, he saw the station master talking to one of the passengers. He was telling them about the fireworks display to be held at the party later that night. Diesel kept listening until he suddenly noticed a particular line of trucks waiting in the siding. They were waiting for Thomas to collect them and take them to the party. Diesel eyed the trucks with interest, and a devious idea came to him.
Oh, so maybe I did have to take them all apart.
If Mr. Peters thinks
or uncouple
Thomas
them all.
is so special, let's see how he feels when his precious fireworks train is misplaced, he said slyly to himself.
Maybe I didn't mess it up. I don't know.
So when the coast was clear, Diesel made his way over to the siding to collect the fireworks train and began to put his plan into action.
I think I did mess it up. We'll see. Oh, wrong way. It'd be cool if they dropped in just like random Thomas and Friends, like, I don't know, old slow coach there, for example, or something. Because the modern 08s no longer have the ladder or the brake hoses on the back. Oh god, I missed it again. No! There we go, we're fine. Missed it a little bit. Yeah, it's that bit, isn't it? I was waiting at this signal earlier. We didn't need to wait at all, it's yellow. Go down to 5 miles an hour. Right, so last time I messed this up completely. We'll see if it doesn't mess up this time. Unless I didn't mess it up and it did want me to uncouple more, I don't know. Unsure. Right, let's do this manually again. Out we pop. There we go. Right, couple to formation. Okay. That we can do. Right, we're coupled. Uncouple vehicles. Then it points to this one. Okay, it was just that one. See, I did that last time. It's not gone funny this time. I must have done something different last time. Anywho, we've done it right this time, so that's good. Close the door. Sit there. Ooh. Go the right way, that'd help. Some random worker there, just seeing Diesel kicking off, causing mayhem, just like, yep, no problem, you carry on. Oh god. I pushed the wrong button there. Right, 15 mile an hour. A bit more pace. I think that's pretty good. Perfect. Right now we're stop at location. Also now that we have the models, it would be easier for models to scale the custom engines next to them. Yeah. You can imagine, like, just even using what's on here and whatever. There'll be so many custom episodes based in the game that people make now. I'll still have to stick to my like actual models for that, I think. I need to do another custom episode. I've not done one for like probably 2 years now, I don't think. Long time. Long time. Yeah, something's got to happen with these firework wagons. Like, something's got to blow up or crash or explode, or something's got to go off with it. There's no way you have fireworks and they don't explode. Something will happen. Uncouple the trucks. Okay, we can do that. Why is it not done? What's the point of that one? So we're just taking one random truck or wagon. Fair enough. Right, we must have to control Thomas in a minute, or something after this. He'll have to appear and be like, oh, where's my firework wagon run? Or if we stop here. Perfect. Right, now what? Right, forward again it is. That's red, that's red, that's red. Don't do that. Right, that's definitely red this time. Wait a minute, dude, this game has great rock and sand textures and graphics. Imagine the solo quad. Yeah, get Bill and Ben in there. There's so much potential, honestly, there's so much potential that Train Sim can do with this. And then, like you say, modders and whatever on top. It's just, yeah, unlimited really now. They can do with it what they want to do. Make it as big or just leave it as... I can't imagine they're just going to leave it as Diesel and Thomas. Especially if it's as popular as I think it is. But then, like I said, I might just be being biased. Maybe it's not as popular as I think it is. I'll be shocked if it isn't, though. Like you said, loads of people are live streaming it now. I haven't looked at that myself. But how many he's doing? Well, I don't know. 20? 30? 40? 50? 100? 10? Less than 10? I'd imagine there's a fair few of us live streaming it right now. A little bit more speed. We're just casually stealing one of the firework wagons. Just like, yeah, Thomas won't notice, that's fine. Just casually take it away. IGN's video, this has more viewers than the game had. Steam buyers. Wow. It's Thomas and Friends though. It's like I said, even if people won't admit to being interested in it or whatever, it's part of so many people's childhoods that you just want to have a look regardless. Whereas we all obviously just big fans of Thomas anyway. But yeah, from now on the YouTube, I'll do the normal model videos, but we'll also have a fair few more. Well, I'd like to keep doing live streams. Just having the time to do live streams. It's like I said, I booked half day off work today just to play this. Great use of the day off so far though, I'd say. Right, let's stop here. A bit further. There we go. Now couple up to those. Okay. Let's do that. Oh, it's red light, it's red light, it's red light! No! No! Oh, no, no, no. I've done it again. That's twice. That's twice on this stream alone. Twice. Oh, no. Right, let's replay it. I can't believe I've done that. I had an absolute nightmare there.
And the fireworks. Meanwhile, Diesel was thinking of more ways he could get Thomas into trouble. As he approached Willerton Station, he saw the station master talking to one of the passengers. He was telling him about the fireworks display to be held at the party later that night. Diesel kept listening until he suddenly noticed a particular line of trucks waiting in the siding. They were waiting for Thomas to collect them and take them to the party. Diesel eyed the trucks with interest, and a devious idea came to him. If Mr. Peters thinks Thomas is so special, let's see how he feels when his precious fireworks train is misplaced, he said slyly to himself. Right, let's not mess it up this time on one red signal. The coast was clear. That was terrible. Diesel made his way over to the siding to collect the fireworks train and began to put his plan into action. Right, I'll be back in about 30 seconds. Right, I'm back. Let's not mess this up again. Right, so there we go.
Third time lucky. Right, stop at the signal. What have we got out? Oh, it's the wrong way again. There we go. Right, try this again. If I mess it up again, I'll do some free run. So, stop in a few yards' time. Oh, that's a bit early. Oops, right. On the free roam, can we put Thomas onto any route that we own? I've not tried it yet. I'd imagine that you obviously could. Drive Thomas around America. Or in the underground. Right, let's get out and do this. Switch the junction. Nice. Jump up here, shut the door, sit back down. A couple onto these, they're going way too fast. A bit too heavy on the throttle there, a bit too weak on it there. Oh god, that's gone terribly. Right, uncouple that. Uncouple that. Back up here, close the door. Right, here we go. All the way back to the signal. Do you reckon it'll be long before they put Scruffy in this game? Or Oliver and Toad, or Duck and Toad? Spiteful brake band, that'll be quite easy, because obviously they've got the brake bands anyway, just put a face on it. Keep doing the wrong buttons up, there we go. a little bit more pace. Right, stop the platform. Right, that is okay to go through. What do you reckon sold more? The Cardiff City route that they've released, or this Thomas and Friends DLC? We can go 10 mile an hour, let's speed up a little bit. We need 30 the bus as well, just for like by the station. That'd be pretty cool. Harold the helicopter just flying around. Jeremy the jet. Loads of little characters they could put in. Hi Dylan, you alright? Right, here we go, stopping there. Right, this is my third attempt to try to do this now. I messed up twice. Oh, can you imagine? Like, eventually, there's no reason why they couldn't add the Scalo in all that as well. Xbox. Have you downloaded this as well yet? What do you think as well? Obviously, we ain't got the Thomas model on here, but compared to the model, the Batman model, the Thomas on the game is so close to it. It's so good. Very, very happy. It won't work. What do you mean it won't work? Have I uncooked that? Yeah, I have. Downloaded it and went on to trains. Have you gone on the you know where if you go on the main game, like on the home menu, then you click the options button, and then where it's got like the add-ons and that. Because I know sometimes with certain DLC, you have to like install it in there manually, and it just won't automatically do it. Might be that, possibly. Yeah, that's what I've had a few times with, like, not with this one, but with other routes that I've downloaded on Train Sim before. I've had that problem. It should be that when you go on there and get to the add-ons and what's it called, add-ons and something, but it should be at the bottom. Then you just tick it and then it will install. Hopefully, fingers crossed. Then that should fix it. Right, this is where I messed up last time. So earlier on, we got to this exact same point, and then I decided it'd be a great idea to go for a red light. So let's not do that again. Right, let's wait for this time. Should do. Don't see why it wouldn't. Right, the signal's changed. Let's go. Right, 500 yards. We got further than we did last time. Because all the other DLC works if you just got the starter pack, because you're buying it, aren't you, still? So it should be fine. Can you maybe see how fast I can go after I'm the guy who wanted to buy? Oh, really? Ah, okay. Yeah, we can try it. Yeah, I ain't got any models like that for sale at the moment. There is a few on eBay that I've seen, though. I was planning, or I did want to have, like, on the camera, like, all the engines, like, on show. Or behind, but I haven't got a shelf behind, and on the table it's not showing it. Would have had all the models on display otherwise, which would be quite cool. Maybe something to look at in the future if I keep doing these live streams. Instead, you just got the bottom of our wedding photo. Alright, 200 yards. A bit more pace. Yeah, I'm just going through the story at the moment, just to see what it's like. It's got the narration, which is quite cool. I didn't think it would add narration. I didn't think their eyes would move. So yeah, it's really good so far. Very impressed with it. They've changed the controls to make it a little bit easier. For, like, obviously kids or whatever that haven't played Train Sim before, but it's throwing me off. Because it's all back to front. That would be quite cool. But I don't know, it kind of gives them their own personality where it just randomly goes around. I think they do need to add those so you can see, like, how the helicopter just flying past. See, changing the faces, that would be quite interesting. So far we've had Thomas, but he's only got one expression. Be interesting to see if, as you go through it, if they do put, like, different expressions or not. 100%. This is really good. The models for Thomas and Diesel look really great. I really hope Train Sim 5 does this again. Do you know what? I can't imagine that they won't have more DLC. I'd be so shocked if they don't. Right, I nearly got caught out again. Literally, they just want to catch you out with these red lights. Yeah, it's definitely red. They want to catch you out big time. I've been done over about, what? Since I've started this stream today, probably like 4 or 5 times I've been done by a red signal. Yeah, compared to when they first announced the game and what it actually is now, I have no complaints at all. The only complaint would be that I want more. Give us more. Just give us more. But I'm sure they will eventually. I'm sure it's in the pipeline. Now they've got the license for these. Why wouldn't they release way more in the future? How long you meant to wait for that? Why are we waiting? Right, it's definitely still red on that. Let's check. Yeah, it's definitely still red. Diesel's getting impatient. Why are we waiting? Why are we waiting? We're probably waiting because it's to do with Thomas as well on this. We're probably waiting for him to turn up, I'd imagine. That is one thing that I would like. If they had it an option so that you can choose what type of controls you want, I would definitely have it set to like the normal controls because it's completely throwing me. Because all you're using at the moment is the 2 back triggers. So when you're going forward, you're obviously using this one. And then when you're braking, you're using this one. But then when you're going backwards, you're using this one as a brake, and that's why it keeps like messing me up because I'm not used to that. So obviously normally you've got that one as the brake completely, that one as the throttle completely. So yeah, that's what's throwing me. This game also is great. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it'd be easy for him to do the spiteful brake van. Because there's loads of them. that, like, I've attempted to make one before. It's on the community bit, but one that they could actually put the proper face on, like they've done with all the other bits on here. That'd be really good. It's not meant to be red this long, surely. I'm not going through the red light. Why is it taking so long? You can see in the top right, it's still red. Not even orange. Surely this is like an unnormal amount of time for us to be waiting. Don't know. Yeah, because it's red that way. And it's red that way. So it's not me just being silly. Five. With a load of DLC. But yeah, I haven't played it. Like, I did a live stream last on this YouTube channel on Train Sim 3, I think. A long time ago. Like years ago. But now that we've got this is definitely going to become more regular. Has to, right? My entire channel is like Thomas and Friends. Does anyone know or can guess why this... If I go through this, it's going to fail us. It's a red light. Oh, starter. I didn't have the deluxe. Surely this is taking too long. No, I had to buy it off the store because I was getting really confused. So I was trying to find it on like the store on the game itself, but then I could find it on the Xbox store. So it probably has given me a different version now. But I couldn't find it because normally the DLC you just find it standalone on the menu, don't you? On like the actual store itself, like the within the game, I mean. But yeah, I had to buy it from the actual Xbox store directly. You found it on Xbox store, so you bought it and it won't work. Should we just go through the light? I reckon this is a bug. It's taken ages. This has been like at least 5 actual minutes, isn't it? It's red that way. It's red this way. See, I knew it. I literally knew it. Right, we're going to do some free roaming. Knew that would happen. That was an unnormal amount of time for it to have you waiting though, wasn't it? Free roam, create your own fun. Can you put him into anywhere that you want? Let's have a look. He is on scenarios. So, what was the one? A problem to solve. Where's the fibre one? Let's do that. Yeah, it adds to it, doesn't it? They couldn't have used like anything other than the original. Would have ruined it.
The hunt for the missing gifts. Back at Minehead Station.
This is literally
Thomas
just part of the
was
story.
waiting
We've
at the
just
platform.
skipped through the other. I can't remember what the
Soon,
other one was,
all
the
his
firework one, but there must have been a
passengers
bug
were
on there
and he was
for it to
finally
not change
ready
the
to
signal.
go. Come
But
on,
no one wants to
he
use
puffed
Diesel
to
anyway,
Annie
do they?
and
Let's be honest. We
Clarabelle.
all want to use Thomas.
Let's get going and see if we can make up for lost time. But as he was about to leave, he suddenly heard someone shout. All the gifts for the party are missing, cried the station master. Once again, Thomas was puzzled.
I'll see how fast he can go,
Where
but if
did
we've
the
got
gifts
a
go?
red light, it's going to ruin it. But I'll try and put him on like a
Don't
different
worry,
route in a minute,
we'll look for them along the way,
and we'll
said
just go
Thomas
for it.
reassuringly. The station master smiled as Thomas blew his whistle.
It all looks so
and
good
set
though.
off along the line.
I said it earlier, I don't know if you were in here or not then, but I was saying, like, you know, you get these like Day Out with Thomas events. You expect of them to look like this, like the real life trains. Obviously they never do, but this is what, if you're going for a Day Out with Thomas event, you'd love it to look like. It's just so good. Right, let's see how fast they'll go. I'm just holding the trigger down.
Come along, Annie and Clarabelle. We need to keep a
Let's see
lookout
what
for
we can
those
do.
missing gifts.
Yeah, he shuts the eyes and blinks, doesn't he? Right, we're going for it. I'm holding it down until we crash or whatever. Or go for a signal. Just so good. That crossing, the amount of times we've heard that today, that is annoying. Oh god, there's one and the signal. I'm still holding it down. We're only going 32. Let's try again. 33, 4. Maybe it gets to a certain point where you've got to release the trigger and then hold it down again. Possibly. 39. Still not very fast. What was the fastest you've seen someone else on the stream getting to? Over 100? Right, 44, 45. Yeah, you do have to keep doing the trigger, I think. Yeah, I'd imagine they're quite weighty. This is something like really small, but even just like the bounce that it has on there, it's so good. It just looks so realistic. Train Sim's just a great game in it. The sound effects are good. This is a good start to the anniversary. 100%. It wouldn't be the same if it didn't have it though, would it? Why is it maxing out at 53? It's not letting us go any faster. Why is 53 the fastest? Oh, 54. Oh, we've gone past the station we're meant to anyway. Why is it only going 54? Right, experiment this. God. Ditching Annie and Clarabelle. Right, I'll go back to the story mode in a second, probably. It's about 54, the fastest it's letting us go. 55. A real runaway. Yeah. I thought it'd go way quicker than this. Right, there is a red light coming up. I thought it'd be rapid. Right, so how quick can we get to before the red light? Maybe 70? Maybe only 65 at this rate. What, and try it in there? No, I'll go back to the story mode, but that diesel one where it's glitched out annoyed me. Probably is about right, because yeah, they've got him at 65 now, and I'd imagine, well, train sim, they want to match to the real life specs, don't they? So you're probably right. I just assumed he'd go way faster. Shows what I know. Right, main menu. Let's do some more story mode. Where we were waiting for like over 5 minutes, that was just, yeah, something had to be wrong with that. Had to be.
Back at Minehead Station, Thomas was waiting at the platform. Soon all his passengers were on board, and he was finally ready to go. Come on, he puffed to Annie and Clarabelle. Let's get going and see if we can make up for lost time. But as he was about to leave, he suddenly heard someone shout. All the gifts for the party are missing.
Looks like James's coach is in the background, doesn't it? The red and cream.
Once again, Thomas was puzzled. Where did the gifts go?
Where did they go?
Don't worry, we'll look for them along the way, said Thomas reassuringly. The station master smiled as Thomas blew his whistle and set off along the line.
I just love if they add like any more at all. James would be great because I've got James in loads of, well, in 2 scales of the models. But I think Henry, Gordon, even if they added like Percy, Toby, I mean, what models realistically could they add easily? Paxton, yeah, Mavis, would love that. Daisy. There's so many they could do. They probably will do. It's up on the layout. The only one I brought down was the Thomas. Like I said, I'll have to get something proper made so that as I'm doing these live streams, all the models can just be like behind or something. Because I thought, yeah, that the camera would see this on the table, but it doesn't. Only my face. It's just the Batman one. The only difference is custom face. Yeah, it's just the Batman model, G-scale. Oh, and that's been added as well. Apart from that, it's just standard. Right, let's go back in Thomas's cab. Because I always thought like the G-scale Annie and Clarabelle were too long. Like if you look at the TV series compared to Thomas, but literally the Annie and Clarabelle coaches on this compared to the length of Thomas, it's probably about the same as what the actual Batman ones are. Very similar. At this crossing again. Been waiting at the doctor's office all day, so this video's been helping massive, majorly. Sorry to hear that you're at the doctor's, but I'm glad this video's been out. Whatever it is, I hope it's not too serious. But it's just relaxing, isn't it? Just watching steam trains. Like, even when I'm filming the videos for like the models normally, I just find it relaxing. Like, I film the video, then I'll sit up there for like 20 minutes just watching them go round. I just find it therapeutic. It's just nice. Especially the G scale, where they make the proper like the proper sound. Obviously the OO ones are a bit too small. You don't really get to hear it. But yeah, the G scales, oh my god, they go thundering round upstairs. So I think if you get it to a certain... So now it's at 25. If you leave that alone, I think it just cruises. I think. Do any of you play much other of the train sim DLCs? Because the only one I normally use is the well, the other steam trains, to be honest, mainly. I don't like the way his rule overhangs so much. The rule? Dislocated 3 times. Oh wow. Go and do surgery, but it's major or some little things. Hopefully they can do it sooner rather than later. Doesn't sound fun. Can we turn his lamp on? Ah, with diesel you can like turn that on. What about on the back of Clarabout? Oh, there's not one there. That'll be a no then. This one? No. Are there any buttons? No, there's not. They need to put the cars as well as like all the cars from the TV show. Like I said earlier, like Bertie Bus coming along there, that'd be so cool. When I get home, I'm going to buy this for my Steam Deck and go blah. There's no better way to chill out than driving Thomas the Tank Engine, especially after operations and hospital visits. It's just so much better than I thought it was going to be. Like, everything about it is just better. Oh, we're speeding. I meant to be going 5 miles an hour, or 15. Oops. Stopped a bit too early there. So normally you click the button, don't you? And then you can open the doors. It hasn't had us do that.
Get in quickly, please.
Yeah, it doesn't get you to do that on this one. I'll give it a 9 out of 10. As you know, I'm just going to change that to a 10. There we go. That's the first time saying about it, moan about it, then it gets it to do it. Typical, isn't it? Yeah, I'll give it a 10 out of 10 too now. I was going to give it a 9 out of 10 because you don't open the doors, but I'll give it a 10 now. With some troublesome trucks just lurking there. Staring at Thomas. Looking at him. What are you doing at our station? And we're off. Yeah, I'll have to find out in a minute, or try in a minute, to see if we can put him on different routes. I'm sure you can on Scenario Planner or whatever. There must be a way to. Right, it stands 10 mile an hour. Another level crossing. Yeah, they've definitely done well with it, Dovetail. Imagine though, we get Thomas and Friends before GTA or whatever. Unreal. I didn't even realise until like a couple of months ago that they were going to be releasing this. Such a nice little surprise. Right, come on, we're near the 25 mile an hour range. We're so close. Dude, because of this, there's a chance that there'll be a Duchess mod before Train Sim gets the actual Duchess locomotive. Yeah, not wrong. It'd be the people that play it on PC, obviously, they do all their mods. I'm just, yeah, on Xbox I'll just be having whatever Dovetail give us. But the videos people can make from it would be so good.
What's that up ahead? We should stop and check, as it could be the missing gifts.
Missing gifts in the middle of the, the railway. Speed up a little bit. I do like every time he whistles, it does that little blink. Right, let's start slowing down. They need to put in the viaduct as well, so you could do like the proper season 1 opening. Saying that, there is a viaduct on. What one is it? There's got to be a viaduct
the missing
on
gifts found, said Thomas.
one of DLC. I'm sure I played on one.
How did it end up here?
Find and collect the presents.
I know. When we stop at the next station, we can give it to the station master. I'm sure they can look after it.
Yes, Jambo! How have you been? It's my first live stream in like years. Do you still play on Train Sim? You knew for a fact as well, didn't you, that as soon as this was released that I'd be on it. I know, very long time. At least we're not going to be getting relegated to National League now. Have you got this yet though? Or are you going to? You know it makes sense. Have you been enjoying them or not? Been finding it hard lately with having Archie now. Lack of time. What was the one you were playing on Twitch? Can't remember. It was one of the Train Sims, wasn't it? Right, we can go 25. How do you think he looks anyway? Do you think Thomas looks good? Yeah, he's really good. He's tiring, making the videos and that tough, but yeah, he's all good. How you been? Train Sim Classic. I knew it was a Train Sim. I can't remember which one.
Look, there's another gift up ahead.
Another
Let's
gift?
stop and collect it.
like 200 yards. I failed so many scenarios on this already by just not concentrating and going through red lights, or red signals. So easy done. Yeah, because when it was announced, people were worrying everywhere that it's going to look terrible, like the, what was it? The Go engines, whatever it is, the latest one. But where they've kept it classic, it's what everyone loves. Love to see it. If they have the Island of Sodor as a DLC, can you imagine how popular that would be? It wouldn't surprise me though, now they've got the license, if they do that eventually. But just for now, to get content out, they've just got them on like this one. But yeah, if they do have it on there one day, that would be unreal. But yeah, they've got so much like scope now for so much DLC. On this story mode they have like the narrator and stuff, which is quite cool. Because I didn't think there'd be narration, I didn't think the eyes would move. It's just good. It's like we were saying earlier, it's 10 out of 10 DLC at the moment. I see on Facebook a Thomas page that brings up classic original episodes and the models used. Do you know what? I wanted to have in the background, I thought the camera, sorry you can hear that vibrating on the table, I thought the camera would be big enough to show the models, but I've only brought one down. But that one, so what I need is, if I keep doing live streams on this now, I need to have like a shelf behind me with all the G-scale models all just lined up. That's what we need. Don't know how much convincing Amanda will take to let me do that, but maybe she'll give in and let me. We'll see. I need to update my layout as well upstairs. It's been like it for years now. It needs a bit of updating. Oh god, there's a red light. Oh, there it is. That's the one thing I can't do on this, is like, I can't multitask. This is why I've gone through the signal so many times. Never mind. There we go. Right. Loads of people say, no, we're not getting off. You can't make us, we're staying here. Nitai! How you been? This is like a little Twitch reunion. Unreal. It has been a long time. I've not done a live stream for like 2 years. It's been ages. But you knew for a fact as soon as this was released I'd be streaming it, didn't you? You just knew. Give the presents to the station master. Where is he then? Let us out. Yeah, it's literally been so long.
Thanks so much for finding these gifts.
Do you reckon you'll play this yourself, Nitai? I reckon you should.
Several stations. Do you think you could find
then you should have one of these going round.
Don't worry. We'll be sure to keep a good lookout and pick up any more that we find.
I had to book a half day off work today. Well worth it though. Amanda wasn't very impressed. She's like, do you have to book a half day to play that? I was like, yes I do. Right, where are we going now? Washford. Had to be done. Yeah, life's good. We've got the baby now. He's demanding. He's what, 16 months old? So yeah, he takes a lot of effort. How you been? I'm trying to get him into all this. So like the models, like with the model I just showed you, the actual model I've got, I take him up there, and then as they're going round, he literally sits there, he's like, just like staring at them going round and round. He loves it. Yeah, they bought it off Mattel, didn't they? So they bought the license off Mattel, and then made a really, really decent DLC with it. This is why they need more, though. Ah, I see. Yeah, I'm going to try and do more live streams now, because obviously this fits in with the whole thing of the channel. I said to Lee, or McKins, I said that he needs to live stream this, and he laughed and said no. But he'd love it if he played it. He won't admit it, but he would. 100%. We took him to the day out with Thomas at the Swindon and Cricklade Railway last year, but he's obviously too little to like understand it or whatever, but he seemed to enjoy it. They're not doing that there this year though, unfortunately. I'd imagine there would be. I can't see why they'd have just Thomas and Diesel. They've got to bring more characters out. It'll be as paid DLC, but so many people just get it.
At the side of the track. We need to make sure that we stop and collect it.
Do you know what? I've not played FIFA at all this year. I've bought it, but I've not played it at all really. And FM, I haven't played that properly since probably FM 23. Whenever I did that Palermo save, or you know when I was streaming it on Twitch, that's like the last time I played it properly, and that was ages ago. But yeah, I've not played those type of games for ages. I occasionally play Train Sim 5 like just to chill in the evening. But yeah, I've actually streaming it. This is like, yeah, the first time since Train Sim 3. And that was 2 years ago. Yeah, I know, Lee's fuming about that. All he wanted to do was play Football Manager. It got binned off. It's pretty bad though from Sports Interactive, but there you go. They have to have multiplayer on this so that we can drive the train together. Imagine that, you got multiplayer, one of you doing that bit and the other one doing the other. Bossy still does it, doesn't he? I went on Twitch for the first time in ages, like a week or so ago. Bossy was still streaming. Yeah, I ain't a fan of Golf either, to be honest. Right, we've got to find more presents. This is the game that everyone needs to stream at the moment. Thomas the Tank Engine on Train Sim. I mean, this is like literally, even people who won't admit it, right? Everyone as a kid watched Thomas and Friends, yeah? So even if people won't admit it, they're like, oh, secretly they want to play it. Like, secretly, McKins will be sat at home playing this. He won't stream it, he won't admit it. But secretly, he'll be playing it, and he'll be loving it. Like, there hasn't been a Thomas game like this, like, ever. Like, literally ever. It's so good. After you've done this, can you go to the store in game after? Yeah, we can have a look on there. Is yours not working yet still, Dylan? You have to get another cake of it for your next birthday, Nitai. Right, we're going the right way and everything. I think so. Like, even the way that the eyes and that move about, it's just good. I don't know why it's not working. Has anyone put anything on forums or anything? Yeah, catch you later, Jambo. I probably will be. Probably be on. Actually, I don't know what's the time now, 4:30. Probably be on for a bit more. Swindon to get the promoted, Nitai. There was no chance of ever getting relegated. It was never going to happen. Nah, to be honest, the promotion's gone, but relegation won't happen. Not this season, not next season, not any season. We were, but I was never worried. Lee was. I've had the bug on the last story with the diesel and I couldn't get past that signal, and we were sat there. What were we sat there, like 10 minutes, 5 minutes? Like 5 actual minutes? I'd say that was a bug. Apart from that, I'm not sure. Apart from playing it, I haven't seen what anyone else has been doing with it or read anything. Had the Train World 5 account coming earlier, which was pretty funny. Said to them they need to give us more DLC. They didn't say anything. Xbox Series X. Bromley are a good team. Don't take anything against Bromley. Great team. Yeah, James is good.
Look, there's another gift up ahead.
Still see him quite regularly.
I wonder how they ended up by the side of the track.
Yeah, they did score at St James's, exactly. Even though it's a Series X, it shouldn't matter. Should still work. No, he's got his baby as well now. Both got babies. There's like literally a 6-week gap between them both. Babies everywhere. As far as I'm aware, yeah. He hasn't told me that he's not, and I see him every week. If he has had a baby, he hasn't told me. Yeah, I didn't realise Bossy just streams golf now. Because that's what he was streaming when I seen him, but yeah, I didn't realise that was the only one he does. So many presents. Let's get this one. Right, off we go again. You should play this, Nitai. You'd love it. I think you should get back into it. I can tell that you're tempted to get it. The nostalgia. It's literally worth it just for the nostalgia. Car Ferrari collection. Do you mean actual Ferraris? If you do, I want one. I did think that, but you never know. You might have like a massive, huge like garage of actual Ferraris. I don't know. For all I know, you could have won the Euro Millions. Anything could have happened. I'm surprised they put cold weathering on the model. That's yeah, it is. The only thing, they've got the dirty roofs on there though. They've just put so much detail into everything though. It's just good. It's like we said, it's just a good DLC. The only thing that I would change was, like we said earlier, the controls to swap them back to normal. Yeah, I saw that. We were on about that at work earlier. It's at on the menu. It has it. They genuinely play the theme tune on the menu. So they've not got it in there. Got an ad. Sorry. Blame YouTube. It's not my fault. Blame YouTube. Don't blame me. Right, lock the doors. Yeah, it does have the theme tune.
There's the station master. Can you give them the gifts we collected, please?
Right, we're getting out there. Out the door. Here he goes.
Thanks for finding these, Thomas. You really are a useful engine.
That was nice, wasn't it? He's like, cheers, mate, I am useful. Right, stop it. Watch it. More trucks there. It's all kicking off. Trouble. Oh. The what? The new ad pods. Oh, I had an email about that. It's where they're trying to... I think they're trying to push YouTube Premium, aren't they? Trying to get cruder. Does he still stream? What does he stream now? Oh, look at that. 0.01% achievement. Unreal. Does he? I haven't seen anything to do with anyone like that for so long. Like Mr. Diz, etc.
Look, there's another gift at the side of the line. I do hope there aren't any more, as we don't want the passengers to miss out.
I probably haven't spoken to anyone that used to stream FM like that for, I don't know, a couple of years. Yeah, because when I was streaming FM on Twitch, Bully Beef just like disappeared. Hell of a lot. But yeah, Lee still does it. He said to me when I saw him the other day that he's taken like a few months break from it until the new FM comes out though, which is fair enough. Well yeah, when they haven't released the game it's difficult, isn't it? Trying to keep it fresh. Always going to find that tricky. Oh, look at that. That's perfect. I can't believe this came out before GTA. We were saying this at work. Because even though like people I work with, they ain't interested in this. I obviously talk about it. Not knowing that I'm going on about it all the time. But, yeah, I can't believe Thomas and Friends got a game out before Grand Theft Auto. I ain't surprised Sega ain't happy with it. Would you be if you were in charge of Sega? I don't think anyone would. Not good for their reputation, is it? I will do once this has gone through. There shouldn't be that much long left of this scenario, I wouldn't imagine. I will do after this though, yeah. I still haven't seen that new Sonic movie. I wanted to see it, but I haven't yet. I did, however, get forced to go and see the new Bridget Jones with Amanda. That was pretty good. Sega also have that museum game. Museum game? I don't know what that is. Literally, I hardly play any games now. Just train sim.
Look, there's another gift up ahead. Let's stop
Gifts everywhere.
and collect it.
You can't see that if it's round the corner. He's having me on. Yeah, there's something quite relaxing about train sim. And now that you've got Thomas as well, it's just the perfect mix, isn't it, to be honest? Two-point museum. Nah, we're still in the same place at the moment. We're actually on about moving, but yeah, still at the moment we're in the same. Oh god. No! Oh, I've overshot it. That's what I mean, I can't multitask, I'm terrible. It's alright. We can escape and go and get it. Only missed it by a little bit. Not too bad. There we go. There we go. All good in the hood. Right, where we go now?
I do hope all these extra stops aren't going to make us even later.
They are. They're going to make us really late.
If that's the last skip, we can try to make up for some lost time before we reach the next station.
Bailey, do you know what? Since we had the baby, Bailey's had to move in with my parents now. He didn't get on with the baby. So yeah, Bailey's fine, but yeah, he lives with them now. Go fast. I'm going to adhere to the 25-mile-an-hour speed limit. Oh, the guy on whoever was on the account for Train Sim 5 come in right at the start of my stream, and he said, let me go back and have a look. He said Mark, because I said about the narrator, and he said Mark did a great job. So Mark something. Yeah, he's too territorial. Where he's a mix of two terriers, he kept trying to like go for Archie. So yeah, unfortunately, he lives with my parents now. But I still get to see him every day because where I work is literally around the corner from their house. So I still see him every day. For favourite narrator, I'd have to go Ringo Starr. He is good though. All the stuff I've got for Archie, like the Tonys and all that, obviously this guy, he does all the narrating for it.
As Thomas approached Watchet Station, he saw that Mr. Peters was standing on the platform.
Mr. Peters again?
He was talking to the station master about the missing
Always speeding,
papers,
oops.
and Thomas was worried he might be in trouble for being late.
He is going to get in trouble for being late. We're still speeding, but it doesn't matter. 1 mile an hour. What's 1 mile an hour? 2 mile an hour? What's that difference? Right, let's slow down. There we go. Yeah, I will do. I think this should be the end of the scenario. It's got to be, surely. Can't imagine it goes on much longer than this. Do you just want to see if it pops up in the store? Because I couldn't find it in the actual Train Sim store earlier. I had to go just purely on the Xbox. An Xbox store. Can I go to London, Victoria? You should be able to create scenarios to put Thomas on like any DLC you've already got. So I could have him in America, I could have him from London, could have him going through Cardiff if I buy the Cardiff DLC. Yeah, had some people in earlier, Nitai, that was saying about how now we've obviously got this, they'll be able to create content like custom episodes within the game, which would be pretty cool. Whereas if I do anything like that, it would be with my actual models, not just on the game.
But Mr. Peters wasn't cross. He was pleased. Ah, Thomas, I'm glad you're here. I wanted to tell you that I've spoken
The handrails.
with the
No, I like the handrails and the rivets.
and they've all told me what a great job you've been doing. Thomas,
that does make sense why they added it, if that's for it.
Thank you, sir.
I think it looks better with the rivets, though.
I'm just glad to help.
Because, I mean, the model that I've got, the Batman one, so obviously that's rivetless. I think the model on this game looks better than no rivets.
Don't worry.
Personally.
I'll see to it that they arrive in time for the party tonight. In the meantime, why don't you rest here for a while? I'm sure the passengers won't mind. Oh, yes. A short rest would be nice. Thank you, sir. That settles it, then. Smiled Mr.
I look like Mr. Peters, thanks. I don't know if that's a compliment or
I
not.
was telling the station master
I'll assume it's not.
display we're having tonight to celebrate your visit.
I suppose it could look like worse people.
Fireworks have
I'll
been
take
loaded
that, to be
into
fair,
some
I'll take
trucks
that.
are waiting at Willerton Station. Do you think you could collect them and take them to the display?
They were saying at work how I should have... No, I know.
Yes,
they were saying at work, this guy,
proudly.
he was saying to me that I should dress up like a fat controller.
Wonderful.
I was like, I'm
And
not
all
doing
those
that.
loud noises and bright
Although
colours
that
will
would
be
have been quite
marvellous for
funny.
the celebration. I can't wait. Mr. Peters laughed.
Because obviously, like when some games on,
glad you're
like,
looking
there's a
forward to
pirate
it,
game.
he
What was it
said.
called? Sea, not Sea of
still
Thieves.
have
There was
lots to
another
do
one
before
released,
we're
and
ready
people were
for the
dressing
party
up
to
as like
begin.
Johnny Depp
So I'll see you later, Thomas.
or Jack Sparrow, I should say. So yeah, can you imagine if you
And
come on
with
here,
that,
Nita, and I was
Mr.
dressed as a fat
Peters
controller,
headed off to
top
make
hat and
preparations for
everything?
the
You'd be
event.
like, what is he doing?
Thomas waited at the platform, enjoying his rest.
Right, that is done. Better give me a gold star. Silver? Oh, it's giving me a silver one. Why have we only got silver? I'm not having that. Can't believe it. Hardly anyone's done this. Right, let's go to the main menu and have a look for Dylan. So, if it loads. On the store. Because I couldn't find it on here earlier. I couldn't find it on here at all. I was going mad. I was like, what's happening? But then it was on the actual Xbox store. Because yeah, it's not on this bit at all. I had to find it actually on the Xbox store. And then, after getting it on the Xbox store, it's appeared like this. Told you it's got the theme, Nitai. There you go. What should we do? We should do a free roam. Why does it have to do only that one? Let's have a look. Scenarios. Right, let's do another one of the thing. A problem to solve. Let's do that one. It doesn't appear like that for me. It says Thomas and Friends. I don't see it on my train sim. It only appeared like that since I bought it on the Xbox store.
A short while later, Thomas had finished resting and was approaching Willerton Station. He was still thinking about
it was winding me up earlier because I just couldn't. I was like expecting it to come up on the main train sim store. I kept restarting the game and whatever. I was like so confused. Then I eventually decided to look on the Xbox store, found it on there. But yeah, it was winding me up a little bit. He's changed expression.
Now I'm sure to be late.
That's the first one.
Then Thomas noticed something. The trucks that were blocking both platforms were the fireworks train that Mr. Peters
So he has got
sent
different
him
faces.
to collect. Who shunted all these trucks into the wrong places?
Looks like Amanda when I said I'm going to go and film
Who
a video.
would do such a thing? Thomas soon found out.
That's pretty cool.
As no sooner had Thomas wondered who was
we were
to
wondering
blame,
if he'd change faces,
a
and he does.
familiar black shape rolled into view. Diesel? What are you doing here? Asked Thomas.
It's good, isn't it? It is good. They've done a really, really good job.
Diesel bragged. This is an event to celebrate Sodor after all.
But yeah, from now I'm going to have to do at least like one of these streams a week, I think. At least one. And then if they release more content, I'll have to be booking a whole day off work.
Why so many
It's just good.
had been happening
I love Train Sim anyway, but it just hits differently with the Thomas.
It was you who moved Annie and Clarabelle into that siding and behind those trucks.
It's like I was saying earlier, even people who claim they don't like Thomas anymore or whatever, or don't like Thomas, at one point in their life, being a kid probably, they would have watched it. And they will find this relaxing and good and nice. It's just nice. It's nostalgic. It's just good.
Mr. Peters will think of you now, he jeered. Especially when he sees what a mess
I reckon they could end up doing a standalone game from this, you know.
Mr. Peters thinks I'm very useful, thank you, retorted
Then maybe
Thomas.
they won't, because why would they do a
And once
standalone game
I've
when they
finished
can just
sorting
keep
out your
releasing
mess,
DLC?
I'm going to find him and Sir Topham
If
Hatt
this gets enough
and
support,
tell
hopefully
them
we'll get
about
more, but
all
we'll have
the
to wait and
trouble
see if
you've been
Mattel approves it.
causing.
I'd imagine they would. I can't see why they just like approved the
But
2 models
Diesel
and that'd be
just
it.
laughed.
There's got to be plans for more. Like, I can't
I'll
imagine
have
they'd
to
have like
find
given
me
the green light for this without having talks of like more trains and whatever,
he raced away
more characters.
as
Just can't. I
quickly
don't
as he
know.
could.
Maybe I'm wrong, but hope I'm wrong. Just want loads of DLC. That's what we want. Loads and loads of trains.
We need to shunt these trucks back into the right order. Annie, Clarabelle, I'll have to leave you here whilst I sort out this mess. Do hurry, Thomas. We don't want to keep the passengers stranded here for long. I'll be as quick as I can.
Well, that's the thing, isn't it? All Engines Go just wasn't the one at all. That's why going back to this, like this classic style of Thomas, is such a great move. If they had the All Engines Go like looking like that, it would have probably flopped again. But looking like this is what people want. Obviously, Train Sim know that. That's why they've seen it as an opportunity and gone for it. Don't blame them. I mean, their base game anyway is really good. I can't imagine it took tons of effort to put all these characters in, but I'm glad they have. Oh god, we're speeding again. Oops. There we go. I mean, does anyone watch it? I don't even let Archie watch All Engines Go. Even on like Netflix, where you've got like the Thomas show, like where it's all around the world and stuff, don't even like showing him that. I'd rather show him the stuff that I've made and put on my YouTube channel with the models that I have than show him that stuff. I just, yeah, there's something just, don't know. I don't like all the modern stuff, and a lot of people don't, do they? Classic is best. I'm all for change if it's better, but All Engines Go was not better. Letter S truck. Right, so this is a follow-on from the scenario with Diesel earlier where it like glitched us out. So this will be the one afterwards. It automatically has coupled us up as well, which is quite good. I agree with that. I'm glad Mattel's doing good work with the new merchandise. It's kind of the show. I'm a bit concerned we haven't gotten news on the new movie. If they do a new movie, they've got to use like this style now. They have to. Although the ideal would be going back to the models, but don't know. Can't see them doing that. Couple 4 vehicles. Oh god, wrong way. No! Oof. I've been done by the controls again there. I've been playing this for what, probably nearly 3 hours now. It's still throwing me. Nearly ended in disaster. Right, we've got those. Right, now back this way. It probably won't be long until on the community page there's a load of custom scenarios that people have made. Might have to go try and make one. Right, I've got the red light there. Downhill as well. Start braking. Pretty good. Right, we're going to get done by the red light again there. And it is red. There we go. See, that's how quickly the other one should have changed earlier. Not for like 10 minutes before we just gave up and went through it. Right, how far off of that? Increase the speed a little bit. A smidge. God, too fast. Uncouple 9 vehicles, right. Let's jump out of the cab. I think it would be cool if they gave Thomas skins. They probably will do eventually. There's so many options on what they can do. So many options. Oop, didn't mean to turn on the torch. Right, back to the signal we go. Right, there we go. Pretty good. Right, that's gone green straight away. That's what we like. Yeah, if they change anything, it's got to be the option with the gauges to look how they normally look with all the other steam locomotives, and the controls to make it normal rather than watered down. You can see why they've done it though, because obviously they want anyone who's never played train sim before, they don't want to confuse them with the normal controls, which makes sense. Because that just put people off, wouldn't it? You want it to be easy to get the hang of before you learn what you're doing properly. Just so many people like me who are so used to normal train sim and then go into this. It's the opposite effect on it, but it's worth it just to have the DLC itself. Right, it's a signal down here, which is what glitched out earlier. Be interested to see if it does it again. I haven't had a look yet either, but they must have a timetable that you can do with Thomas's and the services, like you do on all the other locomotives. Oh god, it's a red light, no! Wait, is it? No, it's not. What? Oh, I thought it was a red light. I thought I was going to get a massive fail thing come up then. Shows I know what I'm doing, doesn't it? Not.
We did it! The fireworks train is all sorted and ready to be taken to the party. Let's get these trucks coupled up to Annie and Clarabelle.
Put the trucks up to Annie and Clarabelle. Fair enough. So we've got to go that way. Right, so there is a red light soon. Right, red lights are both gone. Got an amber again. There they are up in the distance. Bit of a crash there. Oops. Right, it's a red light in front. That could have us over. Uh-oh. Oh no! No! I've literally gone slightly too fast. A smidge too fast. Like a smidge. That's annoying. Right, I'm going to have to end the live stream there, unfortunately, because I've got to get ready before Amanda comes back. But, like I said, there will be more live streams on the channel. There will still be loads of the actual model videos. Won't be stopping any of those anytime soon, but yeah. For now, I have to go. So thanks for watching and see you later. Bye, everyone.